Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to make a vanilla sponge cake, wait for it, without an oven. I've seen this requested so many times online and I thought I'd give it a try so I can show you exactly what to do if you don't have an oven at home and you still want a soft and fluffy sponge cake. Let's get started. First we're going to need 4 eggs into your bowl. A great way of using up eggs, of course, a sponge cake. Now you can of course whisk these eggs up by hand. I'm going to use a hand blender for speed and easiness. And you want your eggs to be as fluffy as possible to give that rise in the cake. So we have 4 eggs and 1 cup of sugar. We're just going to mix it until it's light, fluffy and until all the sugar's dissolved. The recipe's a little different from your normal sponge cake where you would mix the fat and sugar together first. The fat actually goes in at the end of this recipe. So now I'm going to add in the flour. That was 1 full cup of flour and some salt, around a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm also going to add some vanilla essence at this stage, a 1/2 teaspoon, again with the electric mixer. Very gently this time because you do not want to overmix. And at this stage I'll now add the baking soda and a 1/2 cup of melted butter. Just pop the butter in the microwave for 20 to 30 seconds until it's melted. And we'll just whip that up. The mixture's ready. Now we need to grease our pan. The best way is just to take the cup that you melted the butter in and just use what's left in the bottom and just grease your cake tin. Now we can just pour the mixture into the cake tin and just use a spatula to make sure you get it all out. Now place your large pan over a medium heat. Make sure it has a lid. I'm going to use this dish, but you can use a metal ring to stop the cake touching the bottom of the pan. Just use a couple of tablespoons of oil to stop anything burning on the bottom. And this is going to be my stand. Just tap the tin gently to make sure any bubbles come to the top. And pop on the lid and put it on the heat. So now we're waiting on the cake cooking. Let's take this time to subscribe and hit the like button so you can see all of my cooking videos. You can also find all of my recipes on icooktheworld.com. The link will be in the description for the full recipe. So it feels like 13 lifetimes, but it's only been 45 minutes almost. And the cake looks like it's ready. It's not a toothpick skewer. I've got a clean skewer coming out of the cake, which means it's perfectly ready. And my mind is blown. I can't believe that something that's not cooked in the oven can look so light and fluffy. Let's turn it out and check the texture. Wow. It's probably a little too early for me to be cutting it. It is still quite hot. Against the rules, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Wow. You know, I don't even know if I've made a traditional sponge cake that looks that fluffy and light inside. Now, of course, we cannot go anywhere without doing the taste test. I am already blown away at how light and fluffy this cake is. Who would have thought you could make this on a stovetop? Okay, let's try. I'm kind of nervous. This is one of the nicest sponge cakes I've ever tasted. And I made it on the gas stove. Guys, try it at home and I'll see you next time. I'll have probably eaten it all by then though.